Hi, my name is Daniel Ugalde, designer at Kasian in Vancouver, and today we'll be interviewing Esther Rivard-Sirua, Senior Associate Architect from the Calgary office, regarding the topic of climate resilience to commemorate Earth Day 2021. Esther, what is climate resilience and why it is important?
Hi, Danielle. First of all, it's a pleasure to be here with you today to talk about climate resilience and how it affects our field of architecture and our day-to-day work. I would like to start with referencing the newly released federal budget for 2021. And it included a plan for a healthy environment, for a healthy economy. And that plan started by climate change is real. At this point, I think we all know that climate change are happening on the planet. And even though we have been working for years on mitigating it, it is happening, so let's assume it. We are also aware of the potential risks that are associated with the effect of climate change, like hurricane, forest fire, the sea level rising, and the increasing amount of atmospheric carbon dioxide. So there are two reactions that we've been having to respond to the situation. So it's been mitigation and adaptation. So first, mitigation. We need to stop the greenhouse gas emission. That's straightforward. In our day-to-day work as architect, it means to continue to make the best sustainable choice in our design system and material choice to reduce the carbon emission. It's in transportation, in material sourcing, and of course with energy efficient building. In the 2021 budget, there's actually more than 6 billion supporting project for growing our net zero economy. So the second response is adaptation, making our infrastructure resilient to the impact of climate change to ensure that we are building that will stand in the future, that we're not building for now, but also for the future. So in that 2021 budget, it also proposed to provide a 1.4 billion over 12 years to Infrastructure Canada to top up the Disaster Mitigation and Adaptation Fund. So making sure we are resilient to what's happening in the world is clearly a priority for our country.
So could you give us some examples of design strategies that could help reduce those risks?
Yes, of course. There are so many strategies that we can integrate to our project to ensure passive survivability. It could be, for example, we could have a higher main floor or elevating a building off the ground, providing higher structural support than whatever is the minimum requirements. Look at a safe location for your service rooms, especially not in the basement. Ensuring the massing and the envelope is designed to limit the fire propagation. Sizing of your cooling equipment to address the projected increase in temperature. Providing more vegetated area that could be under green roof as well. Massing your building in a way that permits shelter from the elements, and the same thing with using vegetation and landscape element to help control the sun, the water, the wind on the site. I would like actually to give you an example of this latest strategy to use the building shape and the landscape design to control the element with the new Red Crow Community College project in Standoff, Alberta. So the major risks that we identify for that particular site included amongst other severe windstorm, extreme precipitation, and overland flooding. So what did we do to address that? So with the team, we developed an approach with the massing of the building and its location on site, and also with the roof overhangs and trees that are strategically located to protect the programmed exterior space from the wind and sun and all of the elements. Then we plan to celebrate the water on site. I think that's an important part of that project. So from the moment the rainwater falls into the different level of sloped roof, it is directed away from the building. So as soon as it goes down, the rainwater is moved above and underneath the ground with a large landscape area that are positively graded to accept the heavy storm event volume of water. Via a network of traplows and swales throughout the site. that will eventually overland flow to a large natural drainage channel that is located on the western edge of the site. So during this journey of the water movement on the site, it passively irrigates the plants that are present on the project site and allows for infiltration, reducing the burden on the storm pipe system. I think that's a good example of how to integrate a resiliency, climate resiliency strategy within your project design. So if I go back to the resiliency strategy, I think you can even look beyond what we talked about and plan for energy or even food supply independence on your project. In case of a disruption in the supply chain or energy supply, I think we all saw a certain level of this impact of this disruption in the last year. So for my final note, Danielle, I just want to say that we don't achieve climate resiliency in architecture by meeting the code of today, but by meeting the code of tomorrow.
Great insight, really. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, Esther, for your time and great responses. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos in this series that will be posted in our website as well as in our social channels. And look at the links posted below that will provide further information regarding this chat from today.
Thank you, Danielle.